A little bit later news video for you guys today. Had some stuff I had to take care of this morning, but we're getting right to it. We got a lot to talk about, a bunch of different tidbits. We got NHL 24. If you guys are hockey fans, I'm a huge hockey fan. EA Sports. We got some new details that just got revealed. We got some details regarding Gamescom opening night. Spider-Man 2 details that got revealed early. Sony accidentally posted them a little bit too early. There's a whole new kind of strike system that Microsoft is implementing with Xbox, which is very interesting to say the very least. And we actually got some more Modern Warfare 3 details confirmed. I feel like we've been talking about that a lot the past couple days, but some very interesting stuff regarding that. So if you guys do enjoy this one, if you like this kind of content, be sure to leave a like, subscribe for more. Really helps out the channel, lets YouTube know that you guys enjoy it, and it shares it with more people. Obviously, if you don't like it, let me know why, so I can improve the content in the future. And by the way, we've been streaming a lot over on kick.com/JSkeleton. Like I keep saying, all the bigger stuff is going to be multi-streamed. You know, when there's a new season for a multiplayer game, it's going to be multi-streamed, or when we do live Let's Plays, it'll be multi-streamed, but everything else is exclusive on Kick. We also do live music performances. We're entertainment streamers. Skelly shows up. It's crazy. It's a lot of fun. I hope to see you guys there. We're trying to grow over there. And if you have a question about Kick, let me know, because I know a lot of people are kind of questionable on it. All right, first things first. Let's start with the Gamescom stuff. We're not gonna jump. We're not gonna jump. We're not gonna waste any time. We're jumping straight into this. I'll throw it straight up on screen. This coming from VGC. So Jeff Keighley is saying that this year's Gamescom ONL, so opening night live, is less about announcing new projects. So it's going to be focused more on updates on some of the biggest games due out over the next year. So some of the games that we already kind of know about, different things like that. It's mostly going to be updates for those kind of games. So that's going to be mostly what it's focused on. So if you're expecting stuff like maybe, announcements and stuff like that, you're probably not going to get any kind of announcements, obviously, like you said. But who knows? Out of the games that we know about, what games would you like to see updates for, right? There's a lot of games that still haven't come out. The possibilities are endless, but out of all those, let me know which ones you would like to see announced, or I guess more details announced. Speaking of announcements, NHL 24, we got a gameplay reveal trailer. I'll throw it up on screen so you guys can check it out while we talk about this. Now, listen, the last couple of years, I feel like I've finally gotten kind of tired of just, barely any changes to NHL. They're making some changes with this one. I just feel like they could make a little bit more. I'm going to read you the description that they wrote up because I think that kind of, really kind of summarizes it, so you don't have to watch a whole 5.5 minute video. But if you want to watch it, obviously they go into gameplay details in its entirety. Again, that's what I'm throwing up on screen as B-roll. So they said, in NHL 24, all new gameplay features bring authentic on ice action to life. Experience the rush and fatigue of high pressure game with the exhaust engine, where sustained pressure in the attack zone leads to new game-changing effects like goalie fatigue. So that's very interesting, to say the very least. I think that's really cool. Which basically slows the netminder's reaction time the more they get worn down with offensive action. So if you're in the zone, in the attack zone a lot, the goalies are going to get worn down. So, it kind of takes a mental toll, physical toll, just kind of like it would in a real setting, right? They said change the momentum with physics-based contact as you break the glass and send players onto the bench with big body checks. So that they're bringing that back, which they're talking like it's new. That's what kind of frustrates me about these sort of things. We talked about this with COD yesterday. Is when they take out certain features and a couple years later they add them back and like introducing the new breaking the glass ability or body checks into the bench. That's like great. I'm glad that's back, but it should have never been taken out. So I'm a little frustrated with that, but I'm glad that it's back. So a little conflicted. And they said, and get unparalleled player command with a new vision passing system and total control skill moves. And then CHL is more connected than ever with cross-play and an online team play modes, along with HUT moments, which lets you recreate classic moments in hockey history. Obviously, if you've played the last few games, you know what HUT moments are. And then they are also adding an extra layer of authenticity. Flex moments. Introduces 75 plus new goal celebrations, a wholly refreshed presentation, complements an enriched crowd atmosphere that makes playing the game feel more like you're actually at the game. So that's what NHL 24 is basically about summarized. Let me know what you feel about it in the comments below. Have you ever played NHL? If you have or haven't, what do you think about 24? Especially if you're someone who's played it, from the start. I've been here since the start, man. I played every single NHL ever since '94. Obviously I was only 2 years old at the time, but I played it like later on in life. and I played every single other one. I've been a massive NHL fan, so again, I've been bummed out that like out of all the EA Sports games, NHL always seems to get the short straw, you know, and it's like, man, what is going on here? Some good stuff though. I'm very intrigued with some of these new mechanics, but again, will the game feel fresh enough? We'll see when it comes out. Let me know if you guys plan to pick up NHL 24 based on this info, or what you feel about that. Let's move on from that. Spider-Man 2 details got revealed early. So with Spider-Man 2, basically, well, Sony accidentally posted some stuff. This is reported by Insider Gaming. I'll throw it up on screen. You guys can take a look. So basically what got outlined, again, this was an accidental early post from PlayStation, so it is official. We got a bunch of different stuff that talks about accessibility improvements on previous titles that features allow the game to be enjoyed by more players of different abilities. So there's like audio stuff, captions, gameplay stuff. You can see there's QTE autocomplete, there's web shooter burst, there's aim mode, there's swing parkour mode, air trick mode, chase assist, enhanced auto aim, increased dodge window, skip puzzles. There's a bunch of different abilities, you know, or not abilities, accessibility options rather, which is really nice to see. Again, you can read the whole thing. You can take, you know, pause the video, take a full read. I'm not gonna read everything obviously, but it's nice to see more accessibility options. Not a lot to really kind of go into on this one. Obviously we could talk more about it, but not really much more to say. Not any kind of massive big details that got revealed, but again, for people who need more accessibility options, again, this is really nice to see as well. Xbox. All right, so Microsoft introduced a new strike system, which is very interesting, to say the very least. The summary basically says that Xbox's new enforcement strike system educates players about enforcement severity, cumulative effect of multiple enforcements, and the total impact of their standing. Players can receive a total of 8 strikes. Each strike remains on record for 6 months. Each strike results in a suspension from Xbox social features for varying lengths of time, and every player will begin with a blank slate on zero strikes, basically. Previous enforcements must still be completed. So this is basically what it is. You guys can see it already up on the screen here. You can kind of see how it's laid out. Now this gets a little bit kind of, you know, iffy in certain areas, and I'll explain what I think is iffy in a minute. But you can see in the top left corner, they say examples of strikes added for each type of action. So profanity, I don't know what they consider profanity, would give you a +1. Cheating gives you a +1, strike. Sexually inappropriate would give you a +2. Harassment or bullying will give you a +2, and then hate speech gives you a +3. The problem with hate speech, I find, is that the definition seems to be different for every single person. Some people would say that simply disagreeing with their worldview would be considered hate speech, and I don't think that's the case at all. That's a very, 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 very cautious line. I've seen literally people say that quoting literal word for word scripture from the Bible is considered hate speech because it goes against someone else's worldview, and it's not that case. So what do they consider hate speech? You know what I mean? That's a very, 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 very complicated and vague term, I find, nowadays. And I think that would need to be, defined a little bit more closely, and see, because again, you got to be very careful with that, because that can be a very slippery slope. Obviously you want to enforce the actual true, hate speech, but not everything that offends someone is hate speech either. Okay, we got to understand that, right? If you say something to me that offends me, it doesn't mean that's automatically hate speech. But anyways, nonetheless, on the bottom right corner, you see the enforcement strike system. So basically, if you have 1 strike, you get 1 day suspension. Same thing with 2. But if you have 3, then you get 3 days, right? And then if you get a bunch of them that start adding up, if you have 8, you get a 1-year suspension, meaning you can't access any of the social features on Xbox for 1 year, which is insane. So you better be careful what you do here on here. But again, how is this going to be implemented? What is the system going to be like? I know we need a little bit more details, but this is sort of the premise of it. How do you feel about this? Let me know in the comment section below. Again, I understand trying to make it a better environment, but at the same time, you got to be careful with how hard you push in certain areas, because again, not everything, people are going to have disagreements. Not everything is necessarily objectively wrong, just because one person doesn't like something, right? So again, you got to be very careful with how you go about this. But it's not that it shouldn't be there, but it's not. But again, you know what I mean? I hope I'm making sense. Anyways, let me know how you feel about this down in the comments below. Do you like it? Do you dislike it? Are you iffy? Where do you stand? Let me know. Moving on from that, we got one more thing to talk about. Modern Warfare 3. So we got some new Modern Warfare 3 details. And now, yesterday we talked about there was a bunch of leaks, and actually some of these new details are leaks that got confirmed. So if you don't know, basically there's a phone number. There's a phone number that you can dial, and it doesn't work in Canada. I tried, unfortunately, but it's basically a Call of Duty number, and you know they'll send trailers, stuff like that to it. But there's certain words you can say, and they'll respond back, and you'll get basically some kind of response. Like for example, someone said red dot, and they said the Call of Duty number replied, said red dot confirmed. So that means red dot on a mini map coming back. It's confirmed. Now people have texted each map. So if you text the name of each map from Modern Warfare 2 2009, we said that they got leaked. Someone leaked it that they were going to be in Modern Warfare 3 2023. It's confirmed. So I'll throw a screenshot on the screen so you can see. Again, this is official. You can text that number with the name of each map, and they're gonna reply with what you see up on screen. So basically put a pin in it, right? So high rise, sub base, estate, terminal, all 16 Modern Warfare 2 maps are being confirmed for Modern Warfare 3 2023. So that's really cool. I mean, again, I feel conflicted. I feel like, well, it kind of sucks that they never brought Modern Warfare 2 remastered multiplayer to fruition, because that's a different experience. And I feel like people want that experience back, not just these maps in a Modern Warfare, in a 2023 Modern Warfare updated kind of game. But it's better than nothing. I'd rather have these maps than not have these maps. So that's good. So I don't know. Let me know how you feel about this. But anyways, all 16 Modern Warfare 2 2009 maps are confirmed to be coming to Modern Warfare 3 2023. Furthermore, they actually also confirmed that there's going to be zombies. So basically, if you text the word zombies to the same number, they'll send you an audio clip that basically has the zombie groan, I'm not gonna even try to mimic it, but you know what I'm talking about. If you played zombies, you know what I'm talking about. And it kind of sounds like the Treyarch one, and we know that in order, like the developers that are listed in order, I guess, of how much they worked on the game. There's of course Sledgehammer Games is listed top, and then Treyarch, and then Infinity Ward, which is kind of odd because it's a Modern Warfare game. But anyways. So obviously Treyarch's probably working on the zombies for this game, similar to like they did, what was it, for Vanguard, was it, I believe. Hopefully it's a lot better than that, because that was not a good zombies experience. So I don't know, we'll see what the zombies experience is going to be like. I mean, we've had some good zombie experiences in Infinity Ward games in the past, like Infinite Warfare. I think it was pretty solid. I liked Extinction personally in Ghost. I thought it was fun. But anyways, let me know what you think. What would you hope to see from zombies in Modern Warfare 3 2023. That's it for now, my friends. That is all the news. Let me know what you think about it all down in the comments below. Again, if you enjoyed this one, do leave it a like. Really helps the channel. If you didn't like it, it's completely fine. You can dislike it, or at least let me know why, so I can improve the content in the future. And if you want to check out our kick streams, we're there lately, the past I think 40 days we've been streaming almost every single day. So streaming a bunch of different stuff. Right now we've just been playing a lot of different multiplayer games, but kind of switches up, and just good times. So I hope to see you guys there. Stick around for more. Stay safe, stay well, and until the next one, game on. I'll see you guys soon. Hey you! What are you doing? Join the Skeleton Army! Do it today! Don't wait till tomorrow, because tomorrow might never come. The Earth is gonna fade, that's inevitable. The next second of your life's not even promised, so you better think about where you're going, and you might as well just join the Skeleton Army. Plus, we do kind of like you a little bit, so it'd be nice to see you around here. But if you don't want to, hey, your loss. See you later.